People were saying things like, don't do songs in films, don't do, there's a stigma, it's not a positive thing to do it. And in my head, I'm like, I don't understand what that means. The song is great, the choreographer is amazing, we're gonna kill it with our moves, it's a vibe, let's do it. Actor will do one scene in a movie and people go crazy. Oh my god, oh, actor. They get all the awards in the world. They get all the, what do you call it? The praises, all the tarifs and all that in the world. But I till date, I don't see an award show where people are giving awards to performers, to dancers. Sometimes songs make movies a hit, and there's no category for that performer. Beyonce, Rihanna, Shakira, Lady Gaga, all these people, I would watch and I would be like, whoa, I want to do that too. Does that mean we're copying? Not necessarily. It means we're advancing, we're moving up, we're leveling up.
Hello everyone, I'm Rudrani and welcome to Speak Easy. Today I'm with some really talented people, and during the lockdown, what has kept us alive? What has kept us feeling better? Music. What better than to celebrate more music? I am with two talented artists, Nora Fatehi and Guru in the house. What's up?
Yo, what's up?
Hi, thank you so much for having us.
How have things been so different, and how did sort of music help the two of you probably to get back to creating and feeling normal again, as you say?
I think, I mean, it depends from person to person, but I would say generally people have probably changed their mentality a little bit. I think we are trying not to take things for granted as we used to. Definitely, if I speak for myself, I don't want to take work for granted. So whatever opportunities I'm getting, as long as they're decent opportunities, I'm jumping on board. I'm hungrier more than ever to be more creative and to try to push myself despite the restrictions, to be able to deliver to my fans and my audience and to keep my career journey going. Nothing stops me. Nothing shall stop us. But I think we've just been more hungrier. The drive is like all-time high, and we're not taking granted for anything that comes our way. The minute I knew that Naach Meri Rani was coming to me, and the project was being packaged a certain way and Guru was on board, I immediately said yes, because I felt like this was an opportunity to give people something to enjoy during such a weird, dark, negative time that we're in. There's a lot of people who are just suffering and struggling and just in a really bad headspace. And we were just hoping that a song like this, so energetic, so peppy, so upbeat, would get people on their feet, even if it's for like 5 seconds, 10 seconds, but just to enjoy themselves, dance, post videos, sing, just, get into a zone where it's out of the normal right now that we have. And when we started shooting, I immediately knew that this was going to be something this year that will be refreshing and nice. And that's pretty much it. We just want good vibes, and we just want people to enjoy and to sing and to just get all happy and groove. And that's all we wanted with this song. And thankfully, it started happening before the song even released. So the minute that video leaked, we were bombarded with people dancing on just that hook line, and that made me happy, because I'm like, wherever we are, globally, people are switching their phone on, their cameras on, they're doing the dance step with their moms, with their friends, with their brothers, their sisters, and it's just that moment of like purity and happiness, that I felt really good seeing that.
Me too. I think as she said, it varies from a person to person. You know your priorities, you know what you wanna do even in the difficult times, you know how to be positive in difficult times. So that's what we were trying. And then when the song came in, when Bhushan sir called up for the song, that this is the song, this is the project he's thinking, I got excited. We had everybody on board. We had the number one Indian team on board. She was there. Tanishk Bagchi was there. Nikita was there. Then Omsa came on board for the video shoot. Bosco sir was there. What else you need for a song?
It was fab.
And
Like the total packaging was so ideal. I think See, I come from a different school of thought. I feel like music videos are very important. I grew up watching music videos in the West. We always idolize. Every time our favorite pop star or our favorite singer would release a music video, whether it was Michael Jackson, Justin Timberlake, Janet Jackson, Beyonce, Destiny's Child, Rihanna, all of these people, we would freak out every time a music video would come out. And the music videos always had a certain aesthetic, a certain visual appeal. So I grew up to that, and I've always thought that one day I'll get into that world too of music videos and creative, virtual space and all that stuff that we managed to do with Naach Meri Rani. And when I was during lockdown, I was in my whole space where I was thinking that ye karna hai, wo karna hai. I was planning mentally all the new creative stuff I would want to give my audience and my fans and the kind of collaborations I would want to do. And this just came and I was like, oh wow, it's almost like we put it out there in the universe,
Yeah.
So I felt really, really excited. And then when Sir Bush and Sir told us that we're going to attempt to do virtual production technology and we'll shoot the whole music video on VFX and we'll give it a different appeal. I was like, yeah, I'm someone who always wants to do something different. And then I was like, okay, so since we're going into that space, and I was telling Guru this morning that I've always wanted to work with Bosco sir. Like ever since I came to India, I always thought in my head, like, I need to work with Bosco sir. And when I found out Bosco sir is doing the choreography, I was like, this is perfect. So it was like we were going in the right direction.
Yeah.
We're doing something virtually different. We're going to do very cool urban choreography because I love Bosco sir's choreography. It's such a vibe and I really fit into that. And then I was like, the next thing we need to do, obviously we have Guru's vocals, which is like outstanding. So the next thing we need to do is create a fashionable aesthetic that is different from all the music videos. So I wanted to do those wigs, I wanted to do those sleek chic cuts,
Wow.
those colors, that icy purple and that magenta, which is what I see, most of these global personalities doing, because it's a trend. It's a kind of visual aesthetics that I wanted to bring into India. And I did it first with Pipita with the pink hair. And from then I was like, I want to keep doing this. I want to keep experimenting with looks and keep it international. And this music video had that vibe, which is why I was so excited to do that icy purple hair and that, sharp cut magenta hairstyle. And is being received very well, and I hope we can keep pushing the aesthetics of music videos in India more and more, because the era of music videos is coming back again.
And next time I'm gonna do my hair like golden.
We're gonna
golden
shave
or
it,
silver.
and then the stubbles will color it blonde, like Chris Brown.
What you did with Pachtaoge was something that not many people had tried before. And again, such an interesting zone to push yourself and create something. But again, they did say that, right? So how do you balance that out? Do you expect it when you're taking inspirations that you're going to be called out saying, oh, it's been copied?
Yes, definitely. And there's something I cannot control, but I am a creative person and I'm always hungry to see myself in the things that I've always idolized. And that's something that I want for my journey. So I'm very happy to be able to do it properly with conviction, and then see the final product, and then see myself as a growing artist being able to be in that space. With Pachtaoge, what was really cool was, despite of what people were saying, in the end of the day, when I watched it, I'm just like, oh wow, we did it. It's so cool. We did it in minimal time. We did it in minimal budget. And I get to pay homage to my people who've inspired me, people who are the reason why I am what I am today. And there's a list of them. Sometimes people ask me, oh, who do you idolize? Who's your icon? Who's this? I have too many, like, Beyonce, Rihanna, Shakira, Lady Gaga, all these people, I would watch and I would be like, whoa, I want to do that too, and just like how I have, people who see me and they get inspired and they want to dance like me and they want to dress like me and they want to do their makeup like me and stuff. That's so inspiring and that's so humbling. So I'm also someone who will see those people and think, wow, I want to do just like them. I want to dance like them. I want to have a persona like them. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. India is such a huge market. And there's so much left to penetrate into India. There's a lot of things we can do. There's a lot of experimental things visually we can do, both with dance, with fashion, with music. And does that mean we're copying? Not necessarily. It means we're advancing, we're moving up, we're leveling up. That's what it means. And I'm more than excited to be that person in India who facilitates that, whether it's through dance or music videos or songs in a movie, or a post on Instagram because of maybe I'm wearing a certain thing, or I'm doing a cover for a magazine, or I want to push the envelope, and I want people to see that India can also have a global position too.
Guru, I think, like I was saying, both of you had your own journeys, musical journeys as artists, and look where you've reached today. Now you guys have massive social media following. Besides the songs, the lyrics, your opinions matter today, right? How do you look back at this position of kind of a little bit power that you've reached today? What were the main highlights that you overcame to be where you are? And I want to know that, because it's so interesting to see, जो पहले की जो बातें थी जो आपको तंग करती थी, आज वो नहीं करती है, because आप एक पोजीशन पे हो. वो कौन सी चीजें हैं और किस तरह से आप देखते हो अपनी जर्नी को?
See, the place I have come from, it's a very small village, and the way she said she wanted to look like somebody, and I always wanted to be on a TV. मैं TV देखता था, excite हो जाता था कि how this antenna के साथ कैसे TV पे लोग आ रहे हैं. There is no connection. उसको घुमाते हैं और फोटो आ जाती है. How is this possible? And my only dream was to be on TV, and then मैंने उसके लिए अपनी जर्नी शुरू करी, उसके लिए काम करना शुरू करा, हार्ड वर्क करना शुरू करा. And when I was in school, तब से गा रहा हूँ. When I went to college, तब मैं थोड़े थोड़े पैसे इकट्ठे करके for my music videos I used to collect money ताकि मैं music video बना सकूँ. And करते करते, every day is a beautiful day. Every day is a journey. You need to just make sure you are happy doing what you are doing at that certain point of time. And मैंने हमेशा enjoy करा जो भी करा, even if मेरी life में कभी struggle आया ही नहीं, क्योंकि आज भी अगर देखो तो मेरे कल जो चाहिए उसके लिए struggle करना पड़ेगा. But अगर मैं उसको struggle बोलूँगा तो फिर जो मेरे पास है मैं उसको enjoy नहीं कर सकता आज. So I just make sure I'm enjoying my life today. तब भी जब नहीं था कुछ, अब जब कुछ है तब भी. But then again tomorrow there's a different different target, then there's a different lifestyle you want to be into, और उसके लिए आपको मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी. And मेरी जर्नी बहुत प्यारी रही है, मेरी जर्नी बहुत अच्छी रही है. Everybody's loved me so far from past 5 to 6 years, and I just want to thank everybody for all the love and support.
So now that you're in that power position, what are the things that you would like to change that probably you saw? And now that you want to change today in the music, and as an artist, can be acting, dancing, anything. And the fact that the dancers have been put forward that way, and how exciting that is going to be.
So I just finished judging India's Best Dance. I was a guest judge on that show for 4 weeks. And again, I went yesterday to promote Naach Meri Rani. And those 4 weeks were almost like a revelation for me, because I used to be a contestant on a show called Jhalak. And I was.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Wow.
Then suddenly I'm sitting on a judging panel, and I'm judging these kids who I was there, I was them. And there was this rush of emotions where anytime you hear me speaking to any of them, I would speak to them from my heart, because I understood what they're going through, and I understood what they're doing. I understood that art, I understood the passion, I understood that few minutes they take us to a world where we feel so many emotions. And the level of respect and admiration I have for these artists is beyond, there's no words for me to describe them. So when you see me judging them, you could feel it in my emotions of how much I respected them. And when I left in the last episode, when it was my last day as a judge, I did tell everybody that I want to see more opportunities for dancers. I want to see more platforms for dancers. I want people to uplift dancers, because dancers are a type of artist which, like, even if you were to sit and describe them, you wouldn't have words to describe them, because dancers, they speak without words. Dancers make you feel feelings. It could be happiness, it could be sadness, it could be romance. It's so many feelings that a dancer can make you feel with their body, and the things that dancers go through to achieve the level of dance ability, whatever style it is, it's remarkable. And sometimes I look at myself and I'm like, I haven't even reached that level as a dancer, because I'm not technically trained. I just dance from my heart. It's just a natural ability I have. But I have created such a bond and connection with dancers in every part of the world that I want to celebrate them. And I do my part, whether it is to post them on my social media, whether it's to talk about them, whether it's to push a choreographer into a project, whether it's to uplift dancers. I want to do it dil se, because I know what the struggle is like to be a dancer, because somehow I don't know, I don't understand how dance is one of the best forms of art. It's the most valuable forms of art, but I don't understand why it's not celebrated the way it should be. It's changing, times are changing, you know, with social media, with the way our entertainment world is evolving. It is changing, but this should have happened years ago. This should happen. I mean, the biggest icons we have till today were all remarkable dancers. Michael Jackson, you know what I mean? He would come on stage and he would do his moves and blow the world away.
Wow.
You know, Beyonce, another one, Janet Jackson, all these people, Prabhu Deva, let's just stay local. Prabhu Deva, when he would move, he would blow your mind away, because he would do things that are almost impossible to do. A layman couldn't do it. So what used to make me go crazy is that for something that a normal person couldn't do, why is it not being celebrated and uplifted the way people celebrate actors? You know what I mean? Like, an actor will do one scene in a movie and people go crazy. Oh my God! Oh, actor, actor, actor! They get all the awards in the world. They get all the what do you call it? The praises, all the tarifs, and all that in the world. But I till date, I don't see an award show where people are giving awards to performers, to dancers. Sometimes songs make movies a hit, and there's no category for that performer. Why? I don't understand
Tell
that.
us why.
I want to know. Isn't it true?
Yeah, it is.
I don't understand.
Same goes for singers
Same
as
goes
well.
for singers.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
but I think I think now there is a category
Yeah,
for
there
singers.
is. Yeah, there is.
I mean, there is for choreography, but that's it. Not for dancers, like you
What
said.
about the performer that breaks their
Performers.
knees for the performance, that,
Wow.
you know, bleed for the songs? Like, if you see BTS of people that do songs, you would be amazed that, oh, there's so much that goes behind that. You know what I mean? And Prabhu Deva is an example. Look what he's done to music, what he's done. He's changed the era of dance, and still actors, still other people get more praises, and they get more opportunities than dancers. And I wish that changes, and it will change with time. Dancers are multifaceted artists. They don't just do dance. They can sing, they can act, they can paint, they can do so much, but they're not given chances because they're always stereotyped and they're always slotted in one place, which is wrong. If you give a dancer opportunities, they can make magic. We just need those doors to open. And I think they will slowly. And me judging on this India's Best Dancer has really given me this fire and drive to keep talking and keep pushing and keep being an inspiration for many. So I do music videos, I do songs and movies, I sing my own songs, I produce music videos. I will be also acting in films. And so I want that to be an inspiration for others to say, huh, she did it, we can also do it. We will not limit ourselves.
Yep.
That is my goal for the next coming few years in India.
And then we also doing a song together. She'll be singing a song with
Hopefully,
me.
yes.
Really?
Yes.
We will make sure she does her part, whatever way she wanna do, because that's where she wanna enter now, big time, so she can represent me on an international scale.
We will
I
do
can.
something big.
Yeah.
Like, we will take India global. 100%.
Yeah,
Mark my word.
We'll do some different kind of stuff
Hai na?
where she can represent everybody, the dance community through her singing, and that's a add on, the plus for her and me as well.
Even if you ask Guru, how did you feel about dancing putting,
I just love it. I
on the
love it.
music.
Well,
Such
it
a
was new.
vibe.
Yeah, it was new for me, and then she made me feel so comfortable on the set, and वो अलग बात है, मैंने उसके बाद में नोरा से अच्छा डांस कर लिया
हाँ लग रहा था
It's
मुझे
true. It's true. I have to pack my bags and leave now.
also he's got this natural swag, Guru.
Of course,
like
he's
he
artist.
has this entire swag. I think that
That's just because of the songs, no? Because we make songs, we live this life every day, every single second.
It's a lifestyle.
It's a
actually.
lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
So we keep doing stuff whenever we enjoy music. Everybody's got their own moves, and I've got a little better.
But whenever he was on camera and he was like doing his moves, I'm like behind the camera. I'm like, yes, Guru. Yes, shake it.
She was very supportive. But yeah, we will do something together, a song together, maybe, which will make sure we break
barriers.
Yeah,
barriers.
we break whatever it's in head of the people of like whatever it's in the minds of the people right now. When they think of a dancer or a singer,
Yeah.
we'll break that. I'll come as a dancer with
Why
her.
not?
Yeah. Like,
One thing I want to add, my goal, my long-term goal is to break borders. Like, I want to join countries, cultures, different nationalities together through music, through dance, through our entertainment
that's
world.
great, Nora. That's great.
And I don't know if you remember, did you see Arabic Dilbar?
Yep.
So when we did Arabic Dilbar, that was the goal. I'm like, I want to bring, the Arab world, the North African world, and India together.
Yeah.
And they should not see their differences. They should see their similarity, which is the love for music. Music has no language. Dance has no language. And that's what I wanted to do. And it's really funny. It's really funny that when we put out that Naach Meri Rani, when it came out, the hook, just that video, I was like, TK, it's out now. People will start talking about it. But I didn't expect what I saw, which was videos flooded social media worldwide. There were people from Germany, Australia, South Africa, Morocco, Tunisia, Algeria, Canada, China, all these random people. And they're doing the hook step and they're enjoying just that Naach Meri Rani part, and they're sending it across and they're posting. And I'm like, it's crazy how you can cross the borders and reach people globally.
Just one hook line and everybody went crazy on that. And I think that's a connection of music. Music brings everybody together. Music brings nations together, and it brings the emotions, the way we feel about the song. Everybody else is feeling the same right now after the release. Artists के world में जाते हैं सारे, and only artists जो होते हैं उन्हीं के पास भगवान ने चीज दी होती है कि they can bring everybody together.
And वो चीज बहुत खास है.
Yeah.
That's why I get very emotional when I talk about these things, and very passionate when I talk about these things.
Nora, you have proved that right? Like, your dancing is the reason why you eventually got to make your own singles. You and the door of Bollywood, as they say, opened up like in ways that you couldn't imagine, right? Like,
I would have never imagined I'd be in a film like Street Dancer. Like with Varun Dhawan and Shraddha Kapoor.
And a song like Lahore.
And then a song like Lahore, I would have never imagined.
No, should I tell you one thing?
Haan, bolo.
She doesn't need nothing. She just need a beat and she can kill the internet.
I agree.
That's the power. Everybody should accept this thing right now.
Thank you.
People don't accept
sweet.
it. You know what I'm saying? People don't accept it, but they should accept some things. Everybody has to accept if somebody has a power right now. So we should make sure that power becomes bigger.
Yeah, that's so sweet. Thank you. That's so sweet. But yeah, so if I look at my journey, it's sometimes you look at other people's journeys, you're like, oh, kash mera journey aisa tha. Yeah, I am very grateful for my journey. It's been such a diverse, fruitful journey. I've done everything. I've done small independent films. I've done films with newcomers. I've done reality TV shows. I've done South songs. I've worked with some of the most incredible choreographers. Like, I remember I was just talking about this to one of my friends. I was in Bahubali. I did a song called Manohari. Yes, and in Manohari, I worked with a brilliant choreographer. His name was Prem. He's a from Tamil, from down south. And he won all the awards for that song. And when I look back at that song, I'm like, that is such an artistic opportunity I got at that time in my career, to work with such a choreographer and to do such a, like, that song is like a painting, you know, and I got that opportunity to do that at such an early stage in my career. And I took that, and I took all that thing I was learning down in South songs, and I brought it into songs that I was doing here in Bollywood. And, you know, people were saying things like, don't do songs in films, don't do, there's a stigma, it's not a positive thing to do it. And in my head, I'm like, I don't understand what that means. The song is great, the choreographer is amazing, we're gonna kill it with our moves, it's a vibe, let's do it, you know. That's all I
That
could
worked
think.
big time.
Yeah, and I wanted to transform the perception of songs. I wanted people to see that songs can be performance oriented, and they should only be performance oriented. They should have no other intention but to entertain and to inspire and to push people, make you want to do those moves, like, oh yeah, that was such a cool step, mere ko bhi karna hai. You know, that's the vibe you should be giving in the songs that you do. And that's what I had in my mind every time I did a song, whether it was Dilbar or Saki or Ek To Kam Zindagani. It was always to have this fierce, sassy vibe, you know, and you should watch
And
it.
now Naach Meri Rani also.
And now with Naach Meri Rani, we did the same thing. You want to watch it, you want to do the step. You watch it, you want to go to the club and break it down. You know what I mean? So, and if you're someone who, you know, loves to sing, you start singing along to it. It's such a vibe, and that's exactly how I've imagined my career graph to be.
Thank you so much, guys. You know, it's like I said, it's so much fun.
Chalo, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Have fun. Thank you, guys. Bye.